Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, we'll give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakadash, the honors to the positive elders, great millstone, who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach this truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And this another lesson, another exhortation through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This video is first and foremost for myself. The name of this video is balance versus discipline. Because me and my brother, we was talking about different things. And also about the class I was at yesterday in Chicago. We was going into the difference between that saying, but the difference between balance and discipline, because you could have balance. You could do your videos, you could go to camp, you could study, fellowship with the brothers, give alms. You could do all those things, man. But discipline is different. It's different from balance, man. Because like the brothers were saying yesterday at the class, if you doing if you coming to late work, 30 minutes late, you coming to camp late every time, you coming to class late every time, that's not discipline. That's not discipline. You probably doing those things, you probably balancing it out, you probably not doing too much of that,
Right, too much folly.
you probably not doing too much folly, or you probably not doing more folly than the will of the Heavenly Father. But at the same time, if you coming in late, and if you're not doing it with all your might, that shows lack of discipline. You got that word discipline?
Yeah, yeah. This is All right. So I got the etymology and I got the definition of I got the etymology and I got the definition. So this is the definition of discipline.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior. All right, which it says use a punishment to correct disobedience. But the first part is really what you want. Uh, it says the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior. And that's what discipline is, a code of behavior. Okay, it's how you do one thing is how you do everything. Okay, because like the brother said, it's balance. Okay, not doing too much, not doing too much of this and doing too little of that. But the discipline comes into play, as which separates it from the balance. Because are you disciplined enough to uh, uh, be sharp and be on point with this? Because that has nothing to do with the balance. Okay, the balance is in a whole spectrum of itself, man. Because then you go into the etymology, discipline. It says, jump it down. It says instruction, giving, teaching, learning, knowledge, object of instruction, knowledge, science, military discipline, pupil, student. All right, because right, a follower. It says branch of instruction or education. Wait, where is it at? Okay, it says treatment that corrects, punishment from the notion, order necessary for instruction. Damn, there was something else in here. It says system of rules and regulations. So it's a system. Being disciplined is meaning you're obliging by the system. Okay, you might balance is like you might do good. Like say you go to work, you might do good on the job and shit. You might get good with the boss. You know what I'm saying? And then you also have it where you make friends at the job to balance the workspace out. Okay, but the discipline that comes in is do you come back from your lunch on time? Okay, do you clean up your area? Okay, do you come to work on time like the brother mentioned? Okay, well, that's the discipline. The balance came from the environment he was in, from the manager to the workers. All right, and other things of such, man. Okay, but the discipline comes in after that because the discipline is what put the cap on it, put the cherry on top for you to further, okay, your walk if you have ears to hear it. So if you go into
Yeah.
oh
Sorry.
no, I was gonna say discipline is where disciple comes from. Okay, disciple and discipline it goes it's the same thing, man. Which when you had disciples of Yahweh Shai, man. Meaning what they were disciplined in the ministry, okay, as well as being balanced, man. Okay, it's like you got it.
No, I'm about to say it because showing behavior and stuff like that. That also goes into your character. For example, like just like working out, to be working out to work out to get extra buff arms, have big chest. You gotta have a certain type of character, a certain type of lifestyle to do that. You gotta have discipline. You gotta eat right. You gotta work. Cause see, look, you could work out all day long, but if you're not eating right with it,
Right.
you're not getting your proper rest. You're not, letting your muscles rest, so on and so forth. You just working out, then you just eating whoppers and just eating bullshit all day. You're not balancing the workout out, or neither are you showing discipline, man.
Exactly. Like, cause I was in a situation like that, just working out, not really changing the diet, so I'm not losing my stomach, man. Trying to get my stomach back to where I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna go anywhere if I'm still eating cookies. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit without having the proper diet to match what I'm trying to do, man. That's what the discipline is. The discipline matches the balance. Okay, the balance is so I might be getting good rest. Well, not even that. You know what I'm saying? The balance is like I might be going to the gym. All right, I'm working out, whatever, and then I'm not overworking out. I don't work out 7 days a week. I might have a rest between days or whatever. That's my balance. My discipline comes in go be continually to go to the gym on time at the same time, or the right diet. You know what I'm saying? The proper exercises, the proper rest, the sleep, the proper sleep, and so forth, man. I got you got something? All right. Well, since we on discipline, I got a scripture. This is Proverbs 20. Can you get 1 Corinthians? Okay, sure. This is Proverbs 20. 1 Corinthians 9:27. This is Proverbs 20:13. It says, "Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty. Open thy eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread." So just spiritually, going into it, love not sleep, because when you're asleep, you're at rest. All right, you're at ease. Okay, don't love sleep, man. Okay, because sleep doesn't. When somebody's always at rest, man, they're not a disciplined person because they always want to take a chill, man. They never want to suffer. They never want to go through things to actually for themselves, man. Meaning they're not disciplined. Or it also can go into being unbalanced, man. All right, when you're always at rest, man, meaning you do too much resting then versus working. That's unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Okay, which disrupts the discipline that can come afterward, man. Okay, you can grab that real quick.
It's 1 Corinthians 9:27. It say, "But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection,
Right.
lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway." Right, so you gotta there go that discipline once again. You gotta put yourself in subjection, man. You gotta have self control. You gotta basically you gotta know how to go about certain situations at certain times, man. Because it say, I'm gonna bring it back. It say, "But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway." Right? You gotta show example. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but if that discipline out there, let's say you is doing the work and you is handling your business, but it's no discipline in those things you're doing, then you're not gonna be able to show that great example, man.
Hey, that's good if you say that because when we brought out disciple, means to what? To follow. Okay, so if we're following the example, therefore the ones that's following us is following the example. But if we disrupt that example, therefore those following can't properly follow because they're not following the proper example based off the examples we have set that may not necessarily came from the proper example, which is Yahushua, all because we lack discipline. That's why it's important to have this discipline because to be considered a disciple of Yahushua, man. You see what I'm saying?
And
So
really,
go ahead, you
I
gotta
would
go.
say no. Really, I should have started up some.
Come on.
This 1 Corinthians 9:24. It say, know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Mhm.
You know, and they say, now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible, right? We do trying to follow the ways, see how much man was shot, do the things of the spirit, you know. But even when we do things that's like folly, that stuff that's not of the spirit, that's of the flesh, we still gotta go through the spirit and do those things through the spirit as well, man. To have that proper discipline with it, you know. Or if not, we just gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be out of order.
That's why the scriptures say much studying is awareness of the flesh, showing you that there is balance, showing you that the Most High provides balance, man. Okay, you're not supposed to be indulged in one thing all the time. You gotta have some type of relief to balance the scale. False balance is an abomination unto the Lord. So the brothers in the truth are supposed to have the balance, but like the brother said, it's different from the discipline, man. Okay, do a lot of brothers don't have the discipline to act. That's why a lot of brothers get bugged out on certain things, and certain things is it persuade them off the course faster and easier than certain other brothers, man, because they lack the discipline, the peanut butter to the jelly, okay, to complete the sandwich, man.
It's a I therefore so run not as uncertainly, so I fight not as one that beateth the air,
Mm.
but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. You know, so Paul, Paul, he had the balance, you know, but he showed great discipline in the ministry, man. You know, because Paul worked, you know, and Paul went through all types of hell in the ministry, but through his discipline, he that made him be consistent in what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I gotta. He basically was on top of. He basically was on top of everything, man. You know, he was on top of everything that he had going on.
You mentioned working out. That's like I'm disciplined. If I miss my workout, if I wasn't able to get to the gym in the morning, the discipline comes in by me just doing something at night before I went to sleep or took a shower or something. Even if it's something light for like 25 minutes, so that I can. You used to mention consistency, so that I can stay consistent, man. All right, so that I don't deflate like a damn balloon. All right, and have to start back over from scratch after 2 weeks of hard work. 1 week put me back 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So all because of my discipline was on point.
I look at this now. This Second Peter chapter 1 verse 5, and
Go ahead.
it say, and besides this, giving all diligence, and to add your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge. And we go in that word virtue, it goes into patience. You know, when you have a discipline thing, much patience is required with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if not, um, it's gonna be like you like, oh no, I can't wait. Then you just jump right into it. Like for example, let's say you tell your dog to sit, but in the dog's head, he like, he said sit, but I want to go over there right now. Go over there. He just ran over there.
Right.
He didn't have no patience, and two, the dog didn't have no discipline, man.
Right.
It just went and just did what it wanted to do, and without thinking either. You know, it just went straight to what it wanted to do, man. You know, but when you're doing things in patience and you putting discipline in it, you'll be able to think about it. You'll be able to ponder it. Matter of fact, it say that in Proverbs, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse uh 26. It say, "Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established." And we go in that word ponder. Ponder. It means to think about, to basically to think about something, you know, or to think about something before making a decision on it, you know. So hey, by you having discipline in whatever you're doing, um, uh, that means you thought about the whole situation before you made an action to it.
Yeah, because if I could add to that, because one of the words that was in discipline was scholar. Okay, it was scholar. It goes back to it says a student. Okay, it says I can't find it, but one of the words that I said in here was a scholar. Okay, which goes into disciple, but it says a student. Okay, a student does work. What? When they're in school, they gotta study, they gotta take notes. You know what I'm saying? That's discipline. Okay, they gotta attend to the things to the class, man, so they can pass the class. Because if they wasn't disciplined, man, they wouldn't be able to pass the class. That we're trying to pass the class, trying to receive salvation. Okay, so we're taking notes. You know what I'm saying? We tending to the teacher, man. We're being a student, a pupil. We're following the teacher, man. That's discipline. Following the teacher and the things that he has laid out for us. The teacher, when you go to school, they're gonna give you what's it called? Uh, the packet they give you when class start for like the agenda. I forgot what it's called. Like syllabus. I think that's it. A syllabus. The teacher gives you a syllabus, man. Okay, and the syllabus it covers all the things that they're gonna give you for the course of the class for the semester.
And that's a good example. That's another good example too, because you could be a person that come to class every day and you do whatever you do outside of class. That's a balance. But do you come to class
Right.
on time?
Right.
You know, do you have missing work?
Right.
You know,
Right.
well, is your grades good?
Right.
You know, that's where the discipline comes in. At you can show your face every day.
Yep.
You know, you could show your face every day, but as you come in there on time, as you prepared, you got a pencil.
Right.
You know.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. You always asking people for, hey, you got a pen? You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't bring your own. You wasn't disciplined to go to the store to get a 2-pack of 3-pack of whatever and bring it to class, man. You don't never got a material. Okay, you always gotta what? If you take it to the truth, you always gotta ask a brother for a garment. Brother, where's your garment at? Why don't you have a garment? If you know you're going to a brother's house, why you don't keep one in the car or something? Why don't you have 2 or 3? Why aren't you prepared to serve the Lord, man? That's your garment is your armor, man. All right, the sackcloth is what we prophesy in. Just use an example of it's true, or a Bible or something, or your phone. You know your phone messed up, but you don't bring a book Bible. Now you gotta ask a brother, you got an extra Bible. There's brothers that do that kind of stuff, man, because that they lack discipline. They might have the balance to do the work, and they might have a job. They work 9. They might work 12-hour shifts or a third shift, and they find the balance to still do the work for the Lord, like their video epistles, but they don't have the discipline with the other things, which now eventually that lack of discipline is going to cause them to have a false balance. Okay, it's eventually going to weigh too much on one side. See, because a balance is a scale. Okay, it's evenly distributed. So, but when one side is more than the other, it becomes false. So you got the discipline, you got the balance. But if you lack the discipline, the balance is going to weigh too much. You see what I'm saying? And then now you're going to be unbalanced. And now and then what makes brothers self-destruct. They going crazy, this, that is happening. And brother, I can't. No, brother, it's you, brother. Breathe, brother, pray. It's the scripture say self-examine thyself whether you be in the faith, man. Okay, having faith means to have great patience, man. Because in order to have faith on something, you're sitting here waiting. We're waiting for the kingdom, which means we're having patience. Cause that's what faith is, patience. Okay, belief. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like stacking money. If you want to make $1,000, you know, and in 1 month, for example, you got to save the money. You can't, as soon as you get the money, spend it.
Right.
You got to save. You got to wait till it build up, or you're gonna never reach that goal. Even if you only spend just a little bit, as long as you still saving. To, all right, if I save at least this much, by the time the end of the month come, I should have $1,000. You know, you gotta basically yeah, just wait. But back in this verse, this
okay, I was like, have a quick present. Just a quick one. This is Proverbs 25 and 27. It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. You know, so you gotta have rule over your spirit. That means what? To be disciplined. Okay, you gotta know when enough is enough. The scripture just said, um, it just said, it says it is not good to eat much honey. Meaning what? You have to be disciplined as well as balanced. Okay, you have to have them both coexist with each other, man. You can't have more of one and less of the other, man, because you're gonna self-destruct. Okay, so it says he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that's broken down and without walls, meaning no protection. Okay, meaning it's easy for the enemy to come in. If you don't have discipline, it's easy for Satan to jump on you. If you don't have discipline, it's easy for you to be knocked off the spirit. You might think a brother's offending you, and he ain't even. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking a little dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? When it wasn't even really that, because now you don't have rule of your spirit. You're like a city broken down and without walls, man. Okay, so just easy entering in, man. You got it.
this First Peter chapter 1, verse 6. It's like it's 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 6. And to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness. And when you go on that word temperance, it's a
Strong's G 1466. Ekrateia.
it's a self-control, the virtue of one who masters his desires and passions, especially his sensual appeals. Right. So, hey, and we were just going into how virtue goes into patience. So you got to be patient, and you have to wait for the kingdom to come. You can't, oh shit, the kingdom ain't here yet. I've been doing all this work. The kingdom ain't here yet. You know what? Fuck it. No, you got to have temperance. You got to have self-control. You got to rule over your spirit. You know, and so you can fulfill to receive your prize, man. You know, hey, us having balance and discipline, that's what's going to give us salvation. You know, with that we go gain patience waiting for it, man. You know, the Lord is saying when he come back, he want to find his servants so doing.
Mm-hmm.
He want to find his servants working when he receives. But if his servants don't have that discipline, don't be consistent and doing it in decency and order, you know, they're not gonna be working, man. You know, but when his servants, when he do come back, his servants is gonna be working, man, and they gonna be doing everything in their ability to keep enduring, man. But going back in this verse, uh, I'm gonna bring it back. It's a lot here. This is First Peter chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 5 again. It say, and besides this, given all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, to brotherly kindness, charity. It all connects with each other, man. The balance, the virtue, the temperance, the patience, the diligence. It all connects. You know, it all works with each other, man. But it's just different levels. The different levels with them different words, man. And it say, for if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach. So if you do these things, you're gonna receive salvation, man. You know, if you show the discipline, and if you have that just balance, and the Lord, He's gonna be in your favor in the time to come, man. He's gonna show you favor, man.
I got the definition of balance. It says an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. And the second definition, it says a condition in which different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. Right. Discipline, balance. Two different elements that are equal, all right, but different. Okay, you can't have one more of the other. Okay, they go hand in hand in the correct proportions. Okay, a steady position or condition. So balance is a stable and steady condition. Okay, you go to the etymology. Cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
It says I don't give you much. I just say scales of apparatus for weighing by comparison of mass. It says arithmetical difference between the two sides of an account. Right. So the difference between the two sides of an account, the scale, okay, that shows the balance, okay, the two different sides. So again, balance, all right, shows your steadiness, but the discipline keeps you keep you sharp within your studies, within your walk. Like I could I'm trying to give another example. Like if I'm in track or sports or something, my discipline comes with my diet, how much water I intake. You know what I'm saying? If I cramp up, that means what? I lack potassium. You know what I'm saying? Like different things that help me forward my for my goals and for my I can't think of nothing. For what I'm trying to achieve in my sport, man. Basically is the point. All right, you got it, bro.
This Isaiah 33:6, it say, in wisdom and knowledge show me the stability of our times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is His treasure. So you seeking this wisdom and knowledge, this is what's gonna keep you stable in all things, man. Cause you gotta look at all things being spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Even within the Father. Everything is spiritual, and you got to get the edification out of all things you do and filter it through the scriptures, man. And that's gonna bring your balance in. That's gonna make you apply having discipline, man. So you can have that just balance, man. But without that discipline, the balance not gonna even out. It's gonna never even out perfectly, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, we gonna close out, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakadash, the honest apostle, Ellis, great millstone, who will, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom and abad the ball.